Great Robin. I'm late, I know. Great rising, y'all. Great rising. Great rising, great rising. Hey. Peace and power. Peace and power. Hold on. Where's my little towel at? All right. I don't even have the book with me yet. But then I was thinking about not reading today. I was thinking about not reading today. I get out of Facebook jail today, though. That's peace. A great rising. Great rising. Man, yesterday was a good day. Emotional day. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Bright that up. All right. There we go. Hey, great rising. Um, I look sleepy because I was working in the Matrix last night. Yeah, so I'm a little sleepy, but I came to you because I'm excited. You know what today is? I get out of Facebook jail. Indeed. Okay, hold on. The story of my life. Trying to keep the cookies in the jar. Sure enough. As a matter of fact, hold on. Trying to see if I got another book up under the counter. Yeah, me too, me too, me too. Hold on. Let me go get my backup book. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't make money when I'm in Facebook jail. Sadly, I still do most of my promoting on Facebook. So whenever I'm in Facebook jail, I have to spend from my savings. And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then once I get out, I got to try to replenish myself. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. The backup book. I was gonna say, it's got to be some shit happening in the universe when Ife can't find a Sacred Woman book. Repeat. Yep, I'm out of jail in time enough for heart to heart. I've been saying heart to heart ever since I've been in jail. I ain't done shit with it. It's time now, though. We back. I think have to make sure they let me back in still. Last time I got out of Facebook jail, they never opened that page back. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. There we go. Hey, all right, great rising. Great rising, great rising. Sacred woman. Down root chakra. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. No, I did. I said something that was offensive. I said the white boy sounds like Cardi B, and they said the white boy sounds like Cardi B is an offensive statement. Yeah. So, Heston said maybe you should have said pink. I don't know. I don't know. It's peace though. It's peace. I just hope they let me back in my page. Because again, sadly, that's my bread and butter. All right. We are in TT Tanya, I love you. Wherever you are, I love you. Um, Damn. Give me a minute. Hold on, I'm coming. Give me a minute. Yo, my heart is so heavy right now. My heart is so heavy for other people. I'm wondering if I should be, if it's an altar work day and I miscalled the feeling. All right, so let's just start with sacred unions until I see fit to move some other direction. Hold on. I ain't feeling none of this shit. Like I feel like the cookies is trying to come out the jar. Hold on. All right, when we do pick up though, we're picking up on sacred unions with the creator, sacred union with yourself, all that. There's so much real shit we gotta talk about, fam. My head and my heart hurt thinking about this shit. It's so much easier to just kick the shit and have fun. But we gotta talk about real shit, y'all. Fuck. Hold on. All right. Peace and power, though, y'all. We gotta talk about these children. We gotta talk about these children. I told y'all when I was little, my mother had a system called Dear Charlie, Sincerely Frank. And, hold on. I'm thankful because it's a gem she got from my grandmother. And because it worked with her and her mother, she shared it with us. And she gave us alter egos. Forgive me if I get choked up. Yeah, she gave us alter egos so that when something was too hard or scary or embarrassing to talk about as Kim, that's my name and shit in real life, my government. Not to put my business in the street, but to put my business in the street. So if ever Kimberly had something that was too difficult to talk to her mom about, she ain't have to. She could just send in Frank. You know what I mean? It was a letter system. I'm right here, y'all. I'm just changing and shit in the dark. Yeah, it was a letter system. I would write her a letter, say, Dear Charlie, and I would explain, you know, whatever it is. That's your mom? Great rising. I'm on here talking about you now. Great rising. We saying good stuff. Uh-huh. You okay? What you looking for? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, what I was saying when we was little. So this letter system, Dear Charlie, Sincerely Frank. Okay. That's Pete. All right. That's it. I can get my shit together. See that? Yeah. I can get my shit together. It's all right. You look really cute. You look like your baby got a fever 104. Okay. You know where the charger is, or just need to find it?
It's probably somewhere there.
Okay. You need it? You need us to charge it and deliver it? Okay. All right, I love you, Ma. Okay, take your time. No rush. No rush. Okay. All right, we better. Hell yeah. We're a lot better. And good job, Ife, because this dress is starting to get a little snug and shit. So you got some roomage. I'm proud of you. Catfish on the tube. Uh. Oh, wait. Hell nah. It says put user in timeout. So he's in timeout, whoever he is. It say he's timed out for 300 seconds. So if he come back still on the bullshit, then we'll figure out how to block his ass. But for right now, I'm doing what I can. Hold on. Hide user on this channel. I don't know. We figure that shit out. Anyway, you know you can't fuck on nothing. I encourage you to stop getting fucked, beloved, where you can get free. Dear Charlie, sincerely Frank, gave us a way to talk to each other, and a way to be transparent and to hide behind our other selves, you know. So if there was something, you know how we got this thing where we like, I'm asking for a friend. All right. Charlie and Frank were our friends, and Charlie and Frank had a lot of shit going on. Charlie and Frank was always thinking about running off with older men or skipping school and all kinds of shit that Kim would never have, that would never cross Kim's mind. But it was easy to talk to my mother with these things because it was a system that I learned so early. It was a system that I learned so early. So many of us are having conversations so late, and it's hard, but it's not too late. You understand? It's not too late. Transparency. Transparency in our children. I wish my children would like show you how awkward they feel when we talk. As open as I am and as much as I share, they cry real tears when it's time for us to talk about fucked up stuff happening because it hurts their feelings. It makes them sad, and because they've been so protected, they not they can't they're in disbelief. They're in disbelief and in shock when I tell them things that they have to be watchful of. um, they almost think that it's me just being morbid or making things up. But we do have a system of transparency. There will come no time where my children are, they're used to me saying sex. They're used to me saying molest. They're used to me saying dick. They're used to me saying head. They're used to me saying pussy. They're used to me saying dick, ass. They're used to it. They're used to it, and it's not to hurt them. It's because if I don't tell them, somebody else will. And that's the cold hard truth. I decided before Zion was born that I didn't want a rapper telling her what oral sex was. I didn't want a rapper explaining to her what an orgasm was. And I damn sure didn't want a rapper explaining to her how relationships work. And the only way I could avoid that, since I learned so much from the rappers, is if I myself taught her. And so that's where we've been. Thankfully, Zion is 9, so she's old enough to write back and forth. In fact, that's the only way I got her to do her dream journal. I told her, have you ever heard the saying, a penny for your thoughts? No plug, that's another one. A penny for your thoughts. Tell your child to journal every day. Tell them the more sincere it is and the more detailed it is, the more descriptive it is, the more you'll pay for it. But a penny for your thoughts. I told her, if I feel like you making up the story, depending on how good it is, I'll pay for that. I don't like made up dreams, and I'm God enough to know when it's a made up dream, because Dory said, I'm just going to write all the best dreams. I'm going to make up the best dreams so you can give me all the money. No, I told her, so my daughters and I have a system called a penny for your thoughts. You know what I mean? I'll pay you to tell me something personal. I'll pay you to write it down. Shit is what the fuck white folk do. And it's successful. Successful. They'd be like, call TMZ and tell them. Call your mama and tell her, and you can get a check for giving her that piece of information. The snitches, they got federales and shit. Listen, go snitch to your mama, and your mama will pay for the information. So it's a system called a penny for your thoughts, though. And I encourage them to write things down. If you write your dreams, it doesn't matter what they do. When they sit down and play dolls with each other, you learn what things are happening in their lives and in their minds. You learn about their perceptions of things. I told you, Dory said the one time, it had maybe I didn't tell you. It's a song, YouTube, I think it's called Dollhouse or something. But the guy got the mom doll is crying, and Dory comes in with the baby doll. Like, is dad hiding infidelities? Hey, listen, she don't know what infidelities are, but she know from context clues that if a man hide infidelities, then it's got the potential to make a woman cry. You understand what I'm saying? And I only know and how the fuck she know it from listening, and how the fuck I know she know from listening. Plug, she know what infidelity is now, though, because her mama is who her mama is. The thing is, a penny for your thoughts. Anytime you're being expressive, and especially if you're writing it, you got to encourage them to write on the low. You got to encourage them to write on the low. All that shit, writing, drawing, all of that shit. I pay you a penny for your thoughts. And then, their children going to be like my children.
You ain't got no dollars. You give me something quality and you'll get some dollars, but also show them how it adds up. But yeah, so Zion just started a dream journal just for the sake of money. She like, so now it's easy for me to, yeah, she say now it's easy for me to account because I know you gonna give me $2 for this one, you gonna give me a quarter for this one, 50 cents for this one. This was real good. You should give me 5 for this one. Yeah, so she's balancing her dream book like it's a checkbook. Um, but that's peace. I encourage you to ask other sisters how they communicate with their children. Um, Ask them how they communicate with their children and try to find creative ways besides the ways that we already know because our children want to talk to us. They do. But they don't know how, just like we don't know how. But we're far more resourceful than they are. I tell you all the time too, be careful of overreactions. When we're talking about opening up and talking to our children and shit, we got to be careful of our reactions. That's the biggest and hardest thing to do, to be mindful of your reactions. It should be, listen, we say it's difficult to do, but we choose to do it when we want to. And that's peace as fuck. Because I don't ever approach Say like this. I just don't do it. I honor him and I respect him and I recognize that we not hitched in real life. In real life, if he chose to walk away from me, he could. In real life, if I chose to be apart from him, I could. So I know that we are. It's an option or a choice for us to be together, and I never want him to choose to be somewhere else. And so I respect him and treat him accordingly. He wouldn't want me to choose to be somewhere else, and so the respect is mutual. With our children, subconsciously, I can't help except the feeling that we know they can't go nowhere. And that's the same way abusive men and women are in relationships. We know you can't go nowhere else. Ain't nobody else gonna love you. Ain't nobody else gonna take care of you. And so I can talk to you how I want to talk to you, or listen, or not listen to you, or I don't have to be resourceful in how we communicate because you ain't going nowhere any fucking way. You're gonna do what I say to do, and that's the relationship that a lot of us have with our children, and it makes it unhealthy and difficult for them to communicate with us, and our overreaction, we should understand that our children have a choice. If nothing helps you to moderate or regulate your reactions, consider that your children, contrary to what we've been told, have a choice also. And that is why suicide is so high. That is why drug abuse is so high. Alcoholism, there are new drugs, family. We was talking about cocaine and shit. The new babies have new drugs. You understand? We couldn't even hide cigarette smoking when we were little. Somebody will smell that shit on you and call you out. They got vapey cigarettes. They show up smelling like blueberries and shit, and you don't know your child done vape their whole fucking lungs out today. We have to remember that our children do have an option to escape. They do have options to escape, and as children, none of them are healthy outlets. Sex, drugs, abuse, and suicide, those are the outlets they are using, and so it's very important that we learn how to communicate and we learn how to moderate our reactions. The only difference in an action and a reaction is the amount of thought that you put into it before it happens. All right, it's important because to whom much is given, much is required. You're required to do that as a parent. You're required to do that as a parent. I actually used to think, and I'm not making this shit up, fuck whether or not my children are mentally traumatized by the way that I am. If I'm not physically abusing them or sexually abusing them, fuck whatever trauma these little niggas might think they're enduring because they're giving me trauma too. And that's some real shit. I really did feel that way. I low-key still do. I low-key still do. We both humanoids. We both been here several times. So it's not even a debate about who's older or who been here before. You chose to be here. Like people like, your child didn't choose to be here. I'd be like, fuck that. She chose me just like I chose her. But the truth is, I am more equipped. My avatar, because it's chronologically more aged than her avatar, is more equipped. Um, and so we have to mind our reactions. We have to mind our reactions. Same way I tell people in the workplace. I tell a supervisor in a heartbeat, you won't have, you, listen, really did real life had a manager named Daniel who was so mad at people. I don't even remember the fuck why. This is how he came and dropped checks off one day at the job. Like, checks just flying everywhere and shit. Bruh, bruh, you're not able to do that. And I'm okay to tell Daniel that because I don't give a fuck about the job. I'm telling you, handle things differently when you don't give no fuck. tell Daniel, make sure you don't handle your children like you don't give no fuck. I tell Daniel, bruh, you get paid to be patient. All right? Picking up the checks, explaining to this man, you get paid to be here when people call out. You get paid to be here when it's a snow day and somebody else can't work. You get paid 5 times they get paid, so you should be 5 times more quiet. You should be able to listen 5 times better. You should be able to forgive 5 times over, and you get paid 5 times more than they do, and so that you can. To whom much is given, much is required. We the people. Oh, thank you, sis. It's from the. It was $1 in the kids section at the thrift. That's why I'm in here like. It's okay. I can breathe. Yeah, just be careful. Mind our reactions, because it's easy for our children. It's easy for our children to shut down. It's easy for our children to shut down. They begin to think that mommy or daddy can't handle it, and so to protect them, I got to keep it from them. You know, it's too much for them to go through, and it's too much for them to do. So I'd rather save them the hell. Write with your child, talk with your child. I just told a sister yesterday, when we are in, some of us in the old life and some of us still so in the new one, when we are in spiritual turmoil and we don't know what to do and we feel like we're drowning and there's no way out, we pray. And so many times we come to this prayer not knowing what to pray. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to ask for. We don't know how. We just know sometimes we pray with our tears alone. That's it. Sometimes we pray with our tears alone. Have you ever called somebody up on the phone because you was fucked up and needed support, but you couldn't even get no words out? You couldn't even get no words out of shit. You just choked the fuck up. But whoever it was on the other end understand and felt you enough to just start to speak positive affirmations on you. It's all right. We're going to get through this shit. Be strong. Pull your goddamn shit together. Says, I got you. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn, y'all. I love you. The same way sometimes you pray with nothing but tears. Sometimes you have to communicate with nothing but tears. And I don't mean that fuck shit that they teach us on TV. You cry out and they be like, oh my God, why don't you call me when you go out with your friends? No. I mean a prayer. We should pray to our children. The same with, fervently we pray to God looking for answers. When I thought this to myself yesterday, I remember touching Zion's leg and telling her I love her. And I remember telling myself the minute I touched her leg and told her I love her, like, this is the God I serve. This is the God I serve. I wake up to serve this God. I live to serve this God. I'm going to die serving this God. That's God. So when God speaks, it's the truth. When God speaks, it's the truth. Point blank and period. When God speaks, it's the truth. You know, when God speaks, it's the truth. You don't need no backup. You don't need no backup. I also remember telling, who the fuck did I tell? I think it was my friend O. A couple of years back. I remember saying, like, if Zion or Dory ever came to me and said that a man touched them or hurt them, that a man said or did something inappropriate, whether she's telling the truth or not, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I remember praying that my children wouldn't learn to be liars or wouldn't learn to manipulate people, because I knew in my heart of hearts, if they ever say anyone hurt them. No, I'm not one of them up to be like, oh, I'm about to kill me a nigga. I'm about to fuck a nigga up on my life. No, I'm not. I'm not, because all of the women and the men that I've helped to heal, or that I've walked with on their journey, have been hurt by a number of people. And I can't imagine that I lose my shit and my freedom the first time my child is hurt, so I'm not there to protect her the second time she's hurt, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, knowing that there's a world of perils, not just one uncle in a bathroom closet. Understand? I told though, if my daughters ever tell me anything like that, manipulation or not, if it is manipulation, they know exactly what the fuck to say to get me to move, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I trust God. I trust God. Once you've proven to be God, I trust you, and I never ask you to prove yourself again. I trust God. You got to trust God too, and you got to move to protect God in a way that God can't even imagine. Some of us have been in abusive relationships, and we're afraid to tell our mamas or our brothers because we know the minute we tell the wrong soul, it's a wrap. Be like, damn, I really love that nigga. He keep purple in my eye and shit, and I really love him, and I'm trying not to call my daddy because I know my daddy gonna come. Our babies go through the same things. They go through the same things, protecting the people that hurt them. So it's really important that we communicate. I learned early too that when I tell a child, yeah, like when Zion was 5, I think it was 5, and damn, yeah, she was about 5, 4 or 5, and I probably told you this story before. She was asleep. Louis came to get me. That's my first husband, okay, ex-husband. He came to get me, and he's like, hey, I need you to go look at Zion. Like, we were downstairs together. He was playing a PlayStation or something, and I was sitting there watching him play. And he went upstairs. I don't even remember to get what, probably weed and shit. We came back down. He's like, look, I know how you are, so I need you to go upstairs and check out Zion. I just looked in the room to make sure they were straight, and I need you to go check on them. And I'm thinking, you know how I am. What the fuck does that mean? So I go upstairs and I go check on them, and baby in the crib sleep. Zion is in her bed asleep, but her panties are pulled down. She's sleeping on her stomach, and her hands are like this. All right, so she's laying like this right here. She's not moving at all, but her panties are pulled down to right here. Okay, so my heart dropped and shit. You know what I mean? My heart dropped. What do I want to do? What is my first reaction? Yoke her ass up out the bed, cuss everybody the fuck out, ask them who the fuck, what the fuck, fuck. In real life, none of those fucks are gonna get me anywhere. I thank Louis first for bringing it to my attention, because he's absolutely right. I know how I am, and the last thing I need is anything in my mind, because I don't have time to wonder if somebody done hurt my baby or undressed my baby. I'm not about to run no fucking investigation. I ain't no investigator. I'm a mother. I ain't no fucking investigator. I'm a mother. And he's right. He could have been cut the fuck up easily that night. Could have been cut the fuck up easily. I could have been coming up. He could have been walking out, and it could have been some fuck shit. And he was right. I know how you are. You need to go check on the daughters. All right. That's peace. So I don't yoke her up, though. I move her hands, you know what I'm saying? And then I pull her panties up. I let her go to sleep. Now, when she wake up the next day, I'm anxious as shit because I ain't slept at all. When she wake up the next day, I tell her, when you get a minute, Mama want to talk to you. It's not a big deal. You know, it's nothing scary or bad, but I do want to talk to you. So she nervous as fuck. She say, actually, can we talk about it now? I'm like, okay, that's peace. That also helps me to gauge her maturity, you know, because you could tell a little child you want to talk about it, and they be like, okay, whenever the fuck it comes. Grown people, mature people don't want to wait to talk about nothing. Let me know what the fuck is on your mind right now. So I'm like, okay, that's peace. I know now by this that she's mature enough that I could talk to her about whatever the fuck I need to talk to her about. So we sit down. My daughter is 5. My daughter is 5. And we've covered briefly what rape is, and we've covered briefly what the no spots are, the privacy spots, but she's 5 now. And I'm sure I just saw masturbation, and she's 5. And I already know that once you start having sex, you want to have sex. And so once you start masturbating, what, you want to have sex? Like, I don't know, because I ain't signed up for this shit. I ain't trying to figure this shit out. I ain't no sex ed teacher. I'm a fucking mother. That's all the fuck I signed up to be. So I got to sit down with my 5-year-old. I'm not really sure what to say or how to receive this shit or where the fuck did she get this shit, or is it my fault, or was it wherever the fuck she was at last? I'm just thankful that I'm going through all of these changes in my head and not out loud, because going through them out loud is enough to drive a kid as crazy as I am. But I'm more resourceful, so I can get my shit back together much faster than they can. So I want to talk to you about how you slept last night, actually. you're not in trouble. You got to know that first. I want you to know you're not in trouble. When it come to me, you're never in trouble. I'm always going to be looking out for you, trying to make sure the best things are happening for you and to you. So you're not in trouble. I just want you to know that first. I could see the relief immediately. That opened up your heart. Now you can actually hear me, and I can hope that something will come out. As much as I'm pushing in your heart, you're going to push something out. Let's say, but you fell asleep with your hands on your noot. That's what we've always called the vagina. They know it by all the names. The catch, the snatch, the vajayjay, the vagina, the pussy, the nook, the cookies, the yanni verse. They know it. Hold on. Been a long time since I used my laundry bulb nose and shit, but y'all got me snotting and all that. Alright, look. Hold on, goddammit. Alright, we good. Alright, we straight. Anyway, so tell her you when you fell asleep last night, you had your hands on your nook. You had your hands on your nook and you had your panties down. And remember, you're not in trouble. Okay, she looked a little embarrassed. I'm like, you're not in trouble. Actually, I wanted to tell you that that's not abnormal. So what's abnormal? I said that's not weird or it's not strange. That's something that lots of people do. Lots of people do it, and lots of people do it all the time. So she was a little relieved. I thought little homie might go play with the pussy again. Hold it. She looked relieved. I said, the thing is, the reason mommy wants to talk to you about it is because usually these things don't happen until people are much older than you. So I'm okay with it, and you're not in trouble. But what you're doing at 5, some people don't usually do until they're 9 or 10. Some people don't until they're 11 or 12. So I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions if it's okay. She's like, yeah. You know, now she like, shit. I done treated her like, low-key, like she got the plug. She's like, yeah. Ready to answer questions. I say, well, one, that's called masturbating. Can you say that? She couldn't. Can you say masturbation? Now say it together. Masturbation. That's what that is. Okay? And that's what it is. And there's something called sex that grown-ups do. And masturbation is almost like a simulation. It's like, you know how you can play a game on the phone driving, and then you can play in real life, you can drive? Well, sex is one thing, and masturbation is like a sex simulation or a sex game. It's one of the things that teaches the body how to get ready for it. But who's supposed to have sex? Grown-ups. What kind of grown-ups? Husband grown-ups and wife grown-ups? Okay. And so people who are going to marry should practice that so that they can practice good sex and so that they can practice good birth and babies. But you're only 5, you know? It's like, so I guess my biggest question is, who taught you how to do that? Who taught you how to do that? I didn't even learn how to do that until I was 9. Again, I'm low-key making her feel like she got the plug. All right? I'm not making her feel nasty. I'm not making her feel dirty. I'm not making her feel like a monster. It's important that I don't make her feel like a victim or a victor. I have one job. I'm a mother. Make her feel like my child. That's it. She ain't got to feel like nobody's slut bucket. She ain't got to feel like nobody's cum dumpster. She ain't got to feel like nobody's fag back. All she got to be is my child. Real shit, she ain't even got to be my little girl. She ain't even got to be my little boy. All the fuck she got to be right now is my child. That's it. I don't give a fuck about nothing but that I'm your mother right now and you my child. Who taught you how to do that? Just curious to know who taught you how. My cousin Jador. Again, fighting tears, reactions. How do I feel on the inside? After I married Louis, as soon as I met him, and Zion's father said, how dare you marry a man I don't know, and you talk about you want to protect our kids, and how can you have a man who you hardly know around our kids, and you done married a nigga you don't know and he around our kids, and my baby done brought this bullshit home, and she done learned it from a bitch on your side of the family. Listen, and when I say bitch, I ain't mean bitch. This is going on in my head, because my daughter's 5, and she's learning this from her 9-year-old cousin. Just like I said, I had just told my baby, it's usually children who are 8 or 9 who are doing this. So I want to know who taught you at 5. Like that night when I saw it, I told you I pulled up her panties and moved her hands. I didn't sleep. I read and I called people. I even called the number on the back of the Medicaid card. It said advice nurse. And I called advice nurse. Like, does this mean I need to wake my baby up and take her to the hospital to see if somebody done hurt her? Or, I don't know. Am I okay to wait till she wake up? Or, like, should I look for blood? I really don't fucking know. And she says, she's asking me questions so calm. How old is your child? You can hear the clicking. Okay, and has, to your knowledge, has she ever been molested, or has she ever experienced any sexual trauma to your knowledge? No. Does she have any siblings or close family members that has? No. And so we go through all of these questions when she says to me, is she in daycare? And I say, yes, she is in daycare. This is before I knew about the cousin. I say, yes, she is in daycare. She's like, that's more than likely it. If you're uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to bring her in. This is a common thing for parents, and hospitals don't mind. She said, the thing is, if your child is in daycare, then a lot of people feel like their children are in a more guarded or sheltered environment, when in actuality they're learning so many things from the children that they're in daycare with. So there are children in daycare who have seen sex, or who have been traumatized, or whose parents don't filter their music and TV, and these children interact with your child, and so these types of things happen. A lot of time when children start daycare or public school, you'll start to see and hear things that you didn't before. My nephew saying, bruh, hey, bruh. Every time we look at him, we like, who the fuck is bruh? Unless you're talking about an underwire, my nigga, we need you to get the rest of the der, bruh, der. Okay? Okay. Yeah. From the daycare, from the people that's from the students, from your peers and shit. You understand? So she tell me all of this stuff, and I'm thinking, all right, I can't put my baby back in daycare because somebody at the daycare is teaching my baby how to hunch. I can't have my baby in the daycare. Uh, bruh. Hey, listen. So she told me that it's just daycare, no worries. The next day I'm talking to Zion, and Zion communicates to me that it was an older cousin that taught her. And like I said, it took a lot for me to stay calm. I blew up on the inside. On the inside, I huffed and I puffed and I blew that motherfucker down. But on the outside, I was sitting there as a mother, because that's my only job. I ain't no terrorist. I ain't no ninja. It ain't my job to go and tear. I'm a mother. All the fuck I have to do to operate as my best self is mother. Okay? So I'm sitting there, and she tell me it was a cousin, and this is the older cousin just by 4 years. And then I say, because I'm trying to get as much information as I can before she get too uncomfortable. I said, okay, well, so Jador taught you. I imagine Jador must love you. She love you. People show you things when they love you. They show you how to do new things. Sometimes they've been hurt, so they don't know what's a healthy thing to show you. But people always teach you what they know by accident. There's no plan. Whatever people know, they just kind of teach you. Like, she's like, yeah, she says, the way that Dory learned how to drink out of a cup because she see me drinking out of a cup. Exactly. You didn't have to teach her how to drink out of a cup. And this conversation we having back and forth between the baby. That's it. Some people will teach you what they know how to do just by doing it themselves. So I was like, matter of fact, when she taught you how to do it, did she do it to you, or did you have to do it to her? She's like, no, she just told me what to do. I said, she showed you? No, she didn't show me. She just told me. Okay, so you didn't do it to her? Mm-mm. And she didn't do it to you? No. She didn't show you how to do it? You didn't look at her while she was doing it so you would know how to do it right? She said, no, she just told me what to do. And then she went to her room. And it's like, oh, okay. And there was some relief, I gotta be honest, because that could have went anyway. But anyway, we discussed it, and that was it. And my baby still sleep the same way, honestly. A lot of times she still sleep the same way. Not with the panties down and shit, but she sleep laying on her hands. And I'm always like, the fuck is going on? And sometimes it's no different than when I sleep like this. My hands get cold, Anyway, I'm thankful that I didn't overreact, because I feel like I helped to create a healthy baseline between myself and my child. And I feel like it's never too late to establish a healthy baseline, especially when children are older. Especially when children are older, where you feel like it's too much. they don't want to talk to you no more. You've already lost them. It's never too late. It's never too late. Great rising. It's always a different method that'll help you to hold on. Oh God, this entire conversation makes my stomach hurt. Oh, but we have to do it. My children fucking vanished. They disappear in their places when we have these conversations. They be like, "Oh God, Mom, please, Mom, please, Mom, do we have to talk about that?" Uh, Damn, it's so wet out here. I'm gonna be soaked for sure. Wet butt. All right. Great rising. Great rising. Sis, these your Lisa, you got some of these earrings, but yours got the Lisa fragrance and such on them. Yours got the little peacock on them and shit. It ain't nothing but a shampoo and a conditioner. You know what I mean? Or a shea butter or a milk butter. Or whatever the fuck other butters, you know how y'all do. Butter lovers. Alright, yeah. Give me a minute, family. Give me a minute. I figure that fresh air might help me a little bit. The Charlie and Frank shit. If your child old enough to write, then write a letter to your child. Initiate it. You know what I'm saying? Initiate it. Tell them what the fuck the letter is and initiate it. And then exchange. Like I said, my daughter was 5. And she was 5. And I still feel like, and I don't know because it's my first time going through this shit. It ain't like it's my 7th, 5th-year-old. It was my first time with my 5-year-old. But I feel like because I gave a gem, I was able to get one. I gave up some of myself before I asked her to give me up some of her. Like I said to you the other day, I got a sister who like, you wouldn't tell me if you knew my daughter was out here sucking dick. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, how many dicks have you? I've known you for a long time, sis. I've known you for a long time. You sucked many a dicks. How many have you told her about? Exactly, because she is a person too. She got feelings and she got emotions and she deserved to be protected just like you deserve to be protected. And so, fuck. Sorry, y'all. This conversation just really it's just so hard to accept that none of us can get away. That's it. Fuck. Hold on. Man, my head and my heart. My head and my heart. Yeah, so dear Charlie and Frank, sincerely Frank, give a gem to get a gem. I said Zion was 5 and we were having a conversation. And I told her that thing I saw you doing is called masturbation. And when I used to do the masturbate thing, I was like 10. You know, I got all the way to 10. How you get so advanced? How you know about it at 5? But I made her human. I kept her human by showing her that I am the same. We the same. We're out here beating our children the fuck up. Straight up, we beating them the fuck up for doing shit that we've done. We beating them the fuck up for growing and for feeling and for doing shit. Listen, we want them to have appropriate interactions and appropriate relationships. We want them to have appropriate behaviors. I get that. Yeah. So we had to chat. Yeah, then the other thing that works for me and mine is back to back. I tell him, if you can't talk to me about something, turn your back to me or close your eyes. It said there's some very similar things, but it's not a community about everything. So, yeah, it's peace. My mommy was the same way, and I talked to my mother about everything. The very first time I saw a pubic lice, you know what I mean? When I was 16, 17, and I had my little crab bout. I had my little crab bout. No. Now, baby, touching yourself and masturbating is different. So let's make sure we be clear. We gotta, because we ain't got no time for no blurred lines on this shit. Babies touch themselves. Babies don't masturbate, okay? Babies don't masturbate, all right? Let's make sure we goddamn clear on that, all right? I love y'all now. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around now. Don't fuck around. We not gonna minimize what the fuck is happening with these children now. Like I said, now just, Yeah, like I know babies play with I know little babies touch themselves and shit because y'all be concerned. Like, y'all get your hands out you got your hands in your ass the one minute, you got your hands in your mouth the next. Fuck around and have the Ebola. But yeah, oh, please don't tear my good skirt. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it said touching and masturbating are not the same. That's to say, when you see a 2-year-old touching themselves, or 1-year-old touching themselves, that's peace. You see a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old masturbating, come on now, jacking themselves to orgasm, that's not getting to know yourself. That's definitely not getting to know yourself. That's somebody else have gotten to know you. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yeah, shit. Crabs, fucking herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, pelvic inflammatory disease. All of these things I talk to my children about all the time. So much so they like, fuck. Fuck. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about shit. But tell them no. Back to back, we can talk about it. Uh, Hold on, let me say. Since she said she knew. Okay. Yeah, they say she's 12 and has periods. Hold on, I missed a lot of things. Um, Damn. He said, I think it kind of calm when I found out my youngest had done seen porn and he was 13. Yeah, like they see. And again, I was watching Indecent Proposal when I was little. All right, Indecent Proposal, y'all. Y'all remember that movie where the white boy and the white woman and his wife, they got approached by a rich ass white man that was like he'd give him $1 million or some shit for a night with his wife, and he was like yeah and shit. And I think I don't know for sure, but I want to say maybe the money fucked their relationship up. They went and it fucked up the relationship. I don't even remember really because I was little and I was watching for the sex scene. But my mama had that VHS, I knew exactly where the goddamn go. Man, it'd be like, by at minute 37, listen, stop fucking around. Y'all know y'all watched the Jason's lyric trying to catch that fuck scene. We all watched porn. We did. We did. And then when our children do the shit, we act like, oh, 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 like, you know, yeah, we're gonna keep them safe, but we gotta be careful not to make them feel like they are, like they dirty, like they nasty, like they freaked out or some shit for growing. But we have to communicate with them too because we have to remember that it's hard for us to talk about it, but it's easier for us to accept that our child has been a victim than it is for us to accept that our children are predators. And you have to be careful because the two can be synonymous. You understand? The two can be synonymous. Yeah, like I'm not sure if anybody ever molested or abused the 9-year-old that taught my 5-year-old how to masturbate. You understand? But it's worth some thought, you know, some investigation. Not on my part. All the fuck I'm gonna do is mother, you know. But still so. Yeah, we really do have to talk. Like I said, I feel like there's an age-appropriate way to discuss everything with every child. Hold on, I got hiccups. Belly, I think I was already grown when Belly came, and I'm grown, but like I remember going to the theater with my best friend repeatedly because she wanted to see DMX on the whole. But I was like, bruh, this is all this chocolate ass. I think I might have been in the fair skin niggas then. I was like, I don't want to see the all chocolate muscle having ass. Like, bruh, what you doing? You're not even making love. You out here like, goddamn, what was that movie? Waiting to Exhale. Like, what the fuck you? Hammer, don't hurt her. I'm trying to tell you, but them goddamn Indecent Proposal. Shit, Indecent Proposal. You about to fuck a nigga wife and you done paid $1 million for the pussy? Yeah. Oh. Wow. I thought that was a snake. It's a juicy one. Alright, hold on. I might need to take my ass back in the house and shit. Nature turned the fuck up. Where he at? You see him? She gonna get rolled on. Yeah, my mama be like, get him. She ain't got no chill. Get him. We can go fishing with him. Nah, boo. We can't do none of that. We can't do none of that. Hold on. All right. Yeah. So we peace though. Yeah, I love y'all, and now that I'm out of Facebook jail, I'm gonna make it a priority to have the talk with our children. Like I said, some of us don't know that we're already equipped to have. We're already equipped. All you gotta do is trade a story. I remember when my mama was like, she said, when she was younger, the students drove the buses. You know, we had adult bus drivers. She's like, when I was young, and she came up in South Carolina, she's like, the seniors in school who are on the work program get to leave school early and come to school late because they're working. They actually ran the bus routes for the school, okay? So they were the bus drivers. And she's like, so, you know, they would have fun on her bus. You know, if she was taking an elementary route, then that'd be peace. A middle school route, that's peace. But when she would take her high school route, when she out there with her partners and shit, they be on the bus drinking and smoking and doing what teenagers do. All right. And she said she remember a time where she was high and they were having fun and somebody slipped some angel dust in a drink, or I think, or some shit. I don't remember, but gave it to the guy who was on the bus and he actually died. And she's like, that traumatized her. You know what I mean? All of it, knowing that she could be responsible, knowing that she was around, knowing, like, all of this shit was just traumatic for her, and it changed her relationship with drugs. All right, changed her relationship with drugs immediately. She wasn't as curious and didn't want to try new things. She was more skeptical about who she would, you know, party with or turn up with, and so that's peace. But when she actually told me the story, I didn't even know where it was coming from. But this is how she closed it. She's like, yeah, that boy actually died that day. She's like, it really did change my relationship. She's like, so it would be years later I would try cocaine again on and off, but you know, she's like, but and you know, it was a wrap for me being willing to try everything that every teenager came out or popped out or rolled up or pulled on the bus. She's like, what drugs do they have out now? What drugs y'all taking? And I'm like, I ain't taking shit because I got addicted to weed, mama. I tried one fucking drug and got addicted to that shit. So I'm scared to try anything else because weed already take up all my money. Like, I can't cut enough grass to keep myself high. But I'm like, but they doing Molly, they doing ecstasy, and I'm naming off all of these other drugs and we talking about them. And I didn't realize till I'm an adult that I was a teenager having a conversation with my mom about what drugs I tried, how much money I was spending on drugs, what drugs she tried, why she tried them, why I tried them, what drugs we would never try. And it was only because I was comfortable because she had given me something. If she had just sat down in the car that day and be like, so I know teenagers do drugs. What drugs y'all got going on? They'd be like, nah, we ain't got no drugs, man. Tylenol, goddamn ibuprofen. But yeah, that's peace. So be willing to yeah, you in order to receive something, you got to be open and you got to be given some shit too, you know. So yeah, we gonna work this shit out. But I love y'all, and I'm about to go take a nap. I know we should have read today, probably. We'll read later on. I'm gonna definitely be on heart to heart tonight though. Ooh wee, I'm gonna be in heart to heart tonight. Matter of fact, I feel like being naked and being in red. Two second. I feel like being naked and being in red. And I ain't got no weed, goddammit. Fuck. And it's early. Hell yeah, let me go call this weed man, see what he trying to do. Alright, hold on. We've been on there for 54 minutes? Hold on. Okay. Blow my nose. Hey man, y'all drink water. Y'all drink water too. Y'all remember the yeah, damn, we in the building. Y'all remember to drink water, man. Water is the only drink suitable for human consumption. I tell you that all the time. My sister did the 30 days no meat. She said the first week she gained 4 pounds, and closing up on the 30th day she stepped on the scale again and was just had just lost those 4 pounds. She's like, she went meat free so that she could lose weight, and she just want to be, she's tired of being fat. And damn, I think I just found her answer. Hold on right quick. Let me write it because I'll lose it. That's peace. Don't do it for your weight though. Don't do it for your weight. Do it for your body. So you want to be a size happy. I'm gonna say the shit, then we're gonna get the fuck up off of here. When I started to lose weight, I could not have said I want to lose 10 pounds or I want to be 50 pounds lighter, and that just have fixed it. I didn't know until I started to lose weight that what I wanted was to keep up with my daughter. What I wanted to do was be able to run with her and race with her. What I wanted to do was be able to help her hands-on when she's doing gymnastics, you know, be able to practice the positions with her. What I wanted was my thighs not to rub and chafe and to have bumps and black spots and splotches and boils because of the friction of rubbing together all day. What I didn't want was to be embarrassed about wearing shorts because they start creeping up in the middle and shit like they trying to hold hands. And what I didn't want is to go up a flight of steps with everybody else around me and they laughing and talking the whole way up the steps and I'm up there like I remember I used to run after the bus when I was on public transit. I would run after the bus sometime, and I would never miss no bus, baby. I would run and I would catch a bus, okay? When I catch the bus, it would be like stop after stop, and I would feel like my chest was about to burst still, like my breath was trying to catch a breath. Now I understand that that's because my heart wasn't used to exercise. My heart was carrying a lot, and it just was not, it ain't have no cardio experience, you know? But you don't get those things by saying, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds. I really want to be a size 6, okay? Because size 6 doesn't say that you're going to have the health benefits that you want. So I just want you to push to be healthier. I want you to push to be as beautiful on the inside as you want to be on the outside. What'd you say? Yes, indeed. Yeah. My thighs, I remember the first time I saw a little ray of light between them. And the little ray of light is a little bit gone, but I told you I picked up some pounds in the winter. Yes, indeed, it had been quite a winter. But we made it, all right? But we made it. You know what I was thinking about yesterday, too? I was trying to figure out when the fuck the children get out of school. And you probably already thought about this, but they're in school for 9 months. I think when they go in, August or September. So let's say they in August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. When they go back, when the children start school? When do they start school? I know they graduate. I think when I counted it, my children have been in school for 9 or 10 months. They've been in school for 9 or 10 months. That's a pregnancy, family. 9 or 10 months is how long it takes to birth. They're in school for 9 or 10 months of the year, all right? And they graduate in spring, all right? The school year ends in spring. Spring forward, new, the birth, the life, the graduation. Come on now. You got to know that this school is a ritual. This school is a ritual. Schooling is a ritual in itself, all right? Schooling is a ritual in itself. Yeah, be mindful of what coats we got our babies in and we're not even aware. Let's say, yeah. I know this. Yes, that neck bone. You used to think them joints went in greens. So I want to be healthier and heavier. And that's peace too, Nas. I'm going to be honest. That's where I'm at. When I first, like I said, I probably gained, I kept saying 30 pounds. I probably did gain about 27 in the winter, all right? That was definitely not raw vegan eating. That was vegan corn dogs. That was using Alfredo sauce when I couldn't find no other sauce. That was using panko breadcrumbs to fry my cauliflower. That was me living fast, free, and fun. But now that the weight is on, I do realize that I missed my old body. I don't miss the hell that came with the extra weight. You know, I don't miss the cravings or the addictions. I don't miss the boils. I don't miss the thigh burn. I don't miss the heart pains. I don't miss the indigestion. I don't miss the trap gas. I don't miss the constipation. I don't miss the migraines. I don't miss the allergies. I don't miss any of that shit. Okay. Um, mm, Texas and VA for the summer. Damn. I wish I could go somewhere. Y'all put me in somebody's bag. Y'all put me in somebody's bag. Hold on. Yeah. I miss being as curvy as I was. Like I didn't like my body last summer. I love that I was healthy. I love my health. But I wasn't as attracted to me as I've always been. And so now that I did put on some of the weight, I give thanks that I ain't take it all the way back to 300. I give thanks that I ain't take it all the way back to 300. But but I am thankful, and I have decided that rather than lose it, I would like to not be like, I don't want to lose no more. I just want to tone it. Like it's okay to lose a little bit of that, sis. I do want to convert it to muscle though. I want to convert it to muscle. I would like to be. It doesn't make sense for me not to be like my calves are like, and they super hard too. So yeah, I need to go ahead and do that. That's what I would like to do, to convert this body weight into muscle, because I don't give a fuck how much I weigh. I don't give a fuck how much I weigh. I know it's not in the numbers, it's in the work. No, I know muscle weighs more than fat. I got a baby over here right now, 80 pounds, all muscle. She really is. She really is. Like, fuck. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about time for us to yeah, Charlotte. That's in North Carolina, ain't it? Oh yeah. Oh, that little two piece wasn't shit. That little two piece wasn't shit. That's why the best picture of that motherfucker is from the back, where you can't see. Like, I ain't have no thighs. I already ain't got no ass. I been ain't had no ass my whole life. You be like, niggas who be trying to get pussy. Oh, shawty, you got ass. Shawty, yeah, you do. Shawty, you lying. Nigga, if you don't sit your blind as a badass down, I've always had some hippature. I've had some hippature, some curvature, but I ain't never just had no ass. By ass, I mean, sisters who ain't got no ass know what we mean by no ass. I mean, when you catch that 3D shot, you, there ain't no 3D. You gotta look back at it, but ain't no back to look at. That's been my life. You know what I'm saying? That's been my life. Well, I was like, damn, I at least had curves, y'all. Family called me that my name been Hips Ahoy my whole life. Hips Ahoy. You know what I mean? And then they were gone. Folk like, ahoy. But guess who's bazack? Still smell the crack of my clothes. Let me relapse on these hoes. Listen, praise and adoration to the ancestor, Christopher Wallace. Ashe. Shit, cupcakes get ate too. Somebody asked me that last night. They like, Ife, you don't even eat fish? Because my sister went on the 30-day no meat fast. All right, 30 days no meat. She told me yesterday, day 30, she like, I'm going back to meat. I had me a piece of chicken today. I'm fucked up behind it, but I'm going back to meat. And I was like, I ain't mad at you. After 30 days of not doing it, I feel like you can eat better. You know how to make conscious decisions about what you eat. You know how to be more mindful. And there have been some health benefits. The black spots on your neck have gone. The blemishes on your skin have started to fade. Your shit don't stink. You know what I mean? Like, it's some changes that you'll see the differences, and you can decide from there where you want to go. Um, you said you talking about them angles? It's a big stomach, small waist. Like, I thought the stomach is the waist. Like, I, yeah. I'm gonna tell you where they fucked us up with that thick shit. Then that thick shit got niggas fucked up. Talking about you thick. That big bone shit got us out here fucked up. Oh, it's in my jeans. That's my favorite one. It's my jeans. It's just my jeans, sis. What the fuck is you eating Wranglers, my nigga? The fuck you mean it's in your jeans? What you eat Oshkosh for breakfast? B, you you gotta do some work, sis. You gotta do some work. You know, I did it, so I know. All right, I love you. We've been on here for over an hour, but it's peace though, cause golf ball. Oh, man, I'm working out. Look back at it. I ain't have no ass to look back at, and my hips was gone. Telling y'all, when I know that I had put on weight, besides the nigga at the job talking reckless to me, my own king said it. It was right out of the mouth of God himself. I like stepped in the room. He was laying in the bed, and he turned around like I might have just gotten out the shower or something. So I was drying off, and like soon as I dropped the towel, he was like, "Damn, I love you that size," or I really like you. I really like you this size, or some shit. And I'm like, slim thick. Oh yeah, before that was even cool, I used to call my baby skinny fat. I like you like you skinny fat, like you skinny, but them thighs fat though. Anyway, yeah, that's why I say when people be like, "Shit, I love them thick, shot. I love them thick." I'd be like, "Do you like them hypertensive though? Do you like them with migraines? Like really? Cause that's what happens. Thick don't just come with thick. Thick don't just come with thick." And when I was younger and I finally had decided I'm happy with not having an ass, it was because my titties was big. I was like, I can't meet a man with genuine fucking intent just because I have big titties. Niggas just talking to me because I got titties and they're a titty man. The fuck? Nah, I'm an ass man. All the types of men you could be, and you want to be a body part based on my shit. You're an ass man or a titty man. I'm like, I can't meet a real man because niggas just was talking to me for titties. I can't imagine how much more difficult it would be if I also had an ass sitting on my back. I'm out here like, no. I don't got what you want. I don't got what you need. All right. Yeah, I got to go, man. I can't keep fucking with y'all. I got to go, but they don't fuck around with the fuck around and let me out of Facebook jail, so we about to cut the whole fuck up. Hell yeah. I told you I want to be naked and I want to be in red. And I want to be glossy too. I want to be. Don't ask me why. Like I said, niggas feeling like Sekhmet. I can feel the fire. I just want to be naked and in red at the same time. And I just want to be oiled up and greased up and shit. Like, somebody play that milkshake, bring all the boys to the yard in the background. That's how I'm feeling. It's like, for real. All right, let me go because I'm feeling frisky. Laughing because I know it's true. I love y'all. I love you, sisters and brothers. I love you too. I love our children. I love that we've built. This is the house that Jack built. You know what I'm saying? This is. We built the pyramids. We built constellations. You know what I mean? We really did. Constellations. I can't help but know we put the stars where they are. We put the stars where they are so that when we came back as this version of ourselves, we would know how to find our way back home. It's like leaving breadcrumbs in a story. We left a light trail across the sky to help us find our way back home. We built constellations and pyramids. Surely we can build a nation. That should be easy. You know what I mean? Surely we could build the heart of man and the heart of woman. Surely we could build a strong black child. We built fucking constellations, family. We built the fucking pyramids. They still trying to figure out how the fuck that was done. If we could do that shit, and that's impossible, surely we could build a nation. Easy peasy, like my 5-year-old say. Lemon squeezy. All right. I love you. Nukpu nuku kamiku kimam exeperu in how nuk al in amuku. And you know what that shit means. We lit. We healing. Yeah, we on our way home. For real. Alright, I love you. Let me get the fuck up off of here. We are. Y'all still coming. Remember to go to the GoFundMe. Remember to go to the GoFundMe. Kathleen, I love you and want to meet you so much. I do. I do. Damn. I do. Fuck, I wish all y'all asses was like 10 minutes away. For real. Hell yeah. Anyway, I love you. And I do love you and I need you too. I need you. Um, I recognize that I need my family. I recognize I can't do none of this shit without you. I know I draw my strength and my power from you. And so thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for being a frequency of peace. Um, Thank you for choosing to heal. Thank you for choosing you. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for being a reflection of God. Thank you for being a reflection of love. Thank you for being a reflection of light. Thank you for being and not just saying. Thank you for doing and not just saying. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude. I love you. All right. Get my crying ass off of here. I love you though. I'll see y'all asses later on. Because I'm out of jail. All right. Peace, family.